Hello and welcome to the Dragon Warrior Randomizer Summer Tournament matchup, the round of 24 here between ArchfieldMonk and Stags28. I am Aaron to you two, and with me on comms today is CyberDark86. How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. Back from vacation and looking forward to a few races.
All right, me too, except for the vacation part. But well, I'm not doing anything anyway, so it don't matter. But what we see in our race today, this is a best of three matchup, and this is round three, the rubber match. ArchfieldMonk taking the first race, Stags28 taking the second. And we look at, I don't know, how are you feeling about this, CyberDark? What's your first thoughts about these stats?
Well, I see 5 strength, which means murder bats are going to be murderous. HP is okay, probably not going to start in a swamp. Agility's nice. It could be a fun start.
Yeah, you see the low stats and you get a little bit worried, but if there's a slime or a red slime without any abilities nearby, then the opening doesn't wind up being too overwhelming. And maybe level 2 will bring some good stuff. If it doesn't, that's where things start to get a little concerning.
Betastrip pointing out that they can repel slimes already if they want to, but they really don't want to do that because, again, Drakies are at 5 strength. They're really hard to kill. So, yeah.
Right, and we should mention our tracker Betastrep is here with us, and our restreamer Math Girl as well. So we are all ready to go, and we're just waiting for the players and the time to tick down here. But it should be mentioned that the winner of this match will be going on to the round of 16 and a face-off against Angel FM.
I pray for the winner.
Yes, the brackets that people made, the prediction brackets, very heavily favored Angel to win this tournament. So it is a scary matchup, but the way this tournament goes, it's pretty much everyone's left is kind of a scary opponent.
Yeah, everyone that's gotten through, I mean, everyone in the tournament in general was pretty good, but everyone that's through now is going to be a tough challenge no matter who it is.
Right, and but they're focused on this race, and so should we be. And we're going to be starting here in just a moment. And what we see inside of the throne room may determine the course of this early part of the race pretty significantly.
Yeah, if we see an Erdrick Sword or something like that, I mean, that'll be great to start off. You can kill just about anything around normally. Erdrick's Armor, well, at least nothing will hurt you.
True. Armor is nice, but then it doesn't help too much, especially when we have 19 hit points. But here we go. First couple of chests, we see Fairy Water and Gold.
Oh, very nice. Fairy Water will get you a kill on maybe a Ghost, a Magician, a Scorpion, Magidrake, something like that to start. And the Gold, if there's a town nearby, maybe a Hand Axe.
Yeah, something like that could break you out of the start. I didn't see the exact amounts, but it looks like they both have at least Hand Axe money. ArchfieldMonk immediately going to save. Stags seeing a town right away.
Come on, Hawksness.
That's the meme, right? It's always Hawksness when you need it to be something else.
Aww.
Alright, so Cole's going to give us a couple of things. Well, there's the item shop. There's also the search spot down here.
Woohoo! Fairy Flute. Not useful to us yet.
Yes, that was the most useless item you could see here. Maybe. I don't know. You don't really need the key trade-ins. And anything here worth buying?
The chainmail and I guess the club, because no Hand Axe. Would have preferred a bamboo pole, but eh.
Yeah, that +4 strength will let them... that means Drakeys viable, and I think Ghosts, without hoping for good 50-50 rolls just to do damage.
Archfield, excellent monk. ArchfieldMonk, sorry. Excellent move on the slime. First attack.
Also, perhaps an excellent monk, but...
Well, hey, if you can get a crit on your first attack.
3 for 3 on finding slimes in this zone. I mean, slimes are a little bit gross sometimes, but until you get 5 experience, you pretty much take whatever you're going to get, right?
Oh, there's a use for the Fairy Water right here.
And if things continue to be low, they could possibly buy torches to supplement those Fairy Waters, but it looks like we got level 2 right away.
Wow. A lot of HP, a lot of agility, no strength. No MP, but heal more.
Well, he is only 1 experience away from a level, and a Scorpion, he's not going to be able to do anything against that, unfortunately.
Looks like Stags jumped right to level 3.
Oh, did he? I missed that. He must have found a Scorpion or something just to get off the ground there. But we saw a little bit of strength at level 3. Looks like 8 points. That's pretty useful.
That Scorpion, however, has DL2 breath, as Archfield just found out.
That's a little unfortunate. Makes it a little uncomfortable. We'll see if Archfield, again, thinks about digging into the coal item shop. But now at level 3, he's going to get that extra strength and probably be fine.
Magidrake's defense broken already, so they're great to have around.
Yeah, even though you're only doing, plink damage to it, you will get it down. And with that heal more pick up at level 2, you have, basically twice as many hit points as you normally would.
Indeed, Archfield tried running away from all the Scorpions, one back attacked, or blocked him, sorry, and ended up with DL2 yet again.
I think level 4 saw 10620, so a big pickup on the MP. And it looks like Stags is going to go in to preserve his money for now, which, again, could be useful. I don't think there's anything else he can buy here anytime soon, but it's better to have the money than not, especially if you happen across Remolder.
Indeed, we also got Sleep Outside and Radiant on that level.
All useful spells, maybe not so much right now. The Sleep could be good if you decide to go after a Scorpion, but I think Stag still doesn't have that info, and once he does, he's probably not leaning that direction. But it does look like he's going to buy some torches. That is probably quicker than Swing, and it's probably 2 torches to kill a Magidrake almost always, so...
Right, okay, I was wondering why he was buying torches, because he has Radiant now.
Yeah, so he's not worried about saving the gold at this point. In fact, investing your money, for greater experience gains. I'm not trying to give you financial information for your future, but that's kind of what it sounds like I'm saying.
Buy torches, they're worth more in the end. But not if you sell them, you have to use them properly.
You're not throwing your money away, because the money is going towards something, and that is Fiery Death or Magidrakes.
There you go.
Nice mineral on the torch, just missed the damage range, but is able to plonk it down to 57. You probably bought enough torches just to get to level 5 on these guys.
We're not throwing the money at enemies, we're throwing torches at enemies that we bought with money.
Interesting thought mentioned in chat from Beta Strap, possibly going after the skeletons with those torches, especially with Healmore. It makes a lot of sense. But Magidrakes just seem to be completely omnipresent, so I don't know. It'd be easier just going after them than rushing something else. Hey, he's gonna take out a slime for level 5.
Missed the rest.
6 hit points, 0 magic. So another somewhat mediocre level, but that 20 strength is going to make a lot more things a lot more fightable.
Unfortunately now Metal Slimes can run away, but you know.
Yeah, so, I was going to say if ArchfieldMonk wanted to get a Metal Slime, he seemed to do it before he hits level 5, but he is just about to do that.
Another excellent move.
You see Stags using the Sleep spell on the skeleton. Skeletons are completely defenseless against Sleep, while he's plunking it down with this very low damage range. Doesn't feel too great. Again, if he had any torches, it would feel a whole lot better, but I think he still had one left. Maybe he's saving it up for a kill shot.
Right, well with the skeleton's defense broken and having heal more, you really don't need them.
True. Heal more just, again, at this point, it basically, every heal more cast just doubles or, increases your hit points by 1 factor. So it's tons of survivability, and even using the herbs out here to not have to use the MP.
Right, yeah, Stags stocked up on herbs when he was in coal. Hey, now he knows about the fire breath.
Alright, we see Archfield taking a little bit of a jaunt out here. It looks like this map so far is completely linear. There's no real other way to go. The whole north-southwest of Tantaja was basically blocked. East was blocked too, so northeast and a little northwest to where he is here. And as he's wandering through the desert.
Right now we're looking for a cave, which we can maybe find some stuff. Rimildar especially, so we can get some keys.
Right, and thank you very much to Oog37 for the raid. Thank you, Oog. Joining in just a couple minutes into this. Outside of what you can see in the screen, there's really not much else to report. The start was gold and a fairy water, which let us get out of level 1 jail, but otherwise we're still looking for something additional to add to this.
Stag's now using sleep against the scorpion. I know he's seen the DL2 breath. Hey, use for a fairy flute. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I have a feeling, like, afterward he's like, maybe I should have used that, but he does have 40 agility, so he's something like a 60 to 65% favorite to run. Of course, if he fails to run, he's probably dead.
Right, the only real use for a fairy flute now would be if the golem is on one of our spike tiles, or maybe in Sherlock when you're trying to get down. Or maybe in one of the caves, I guess.
Yes, fairy water vendors all over Tantaja hate the fairy flute. It's limiting their sales. So it does seem like outside of the scorpion, a lot of these early enemies are not super scary. You see Stags take out that skeleton, and he's going to pick up level 6.
Ooh, Archfield finds another town here.
That level was 15,410, so 15 points of strength. Stags can now do some actual damage to things.
So Archfield is over here, put the druid to sleep. Did not run from it, is trying to kill it. I have a feeling it's going to wake up and do something bad before he gets to the town.
Or he can just crit.
Hey, that's a valid strategy, just crit. Oh no, Poltergeist! Immediately heal more after.
Yeah, anytime you see a poltergeist pop up on ArchfieldMonk's screen, you just laugh.
Unfortunately, our town was Hoxness, which immediately, Archfield immediately left, and has found a cave, which has turned out to be a mountain.
There's one chest you can get to pretty quickly in here. Otherwise, actually all of them are fairly quick. And Hero walks all the way to the first one, which has the Stones of Sunlight, a key item pickup.
Some delicious scones. Well, this could be interesting. Uh-oh.
Green Dragon's a little bit scary. Again, probably about 50-50 to run from it and just not get the good luck. Might have had higher odds if he cast Sleep. I don't know. I'd have to... Somebody else have to answer that for me. I don't feel like it.
I mean, it'd be worth a shot. Probably not high chance, but it'd be worth a shot.
So there we go. Having found the mountain cave and found the Stones of Sunlight, didn't really get anything useful out of that, unfortunately, but did pick up a decent amount of experience wandering around. And this skeleton kill, should he finish it off, will bring him level 6 and tie him, or pull him basically even with Stags.
Stags is continuing on the grind. I'm looking to see what level 7 brings. I imagine if there's nothing immediate there, then we'll probably start wandering then. But I would guess Archfield's probably going to head back towards Mountain Cave and see if he can get something else.
True, the walk there was not particularly scary. I mean, he did in fact walk an extremely long distance without seeing some enemies. So,
Hey, we're back.
okay, I was wondering about that. Can you hear us, chat?
Ooh, Archfield seems to have found his own with Droll Magi's and Magiwyverns and Stonemen.
Yeah, none of those are super appealing. Droll Magi you could sleep and whittle down, but with 39 AP, you're still not doing a bunch of damage to it. Droll Magi has surprisingly decent defense.
Now, if Hurtmore were to come at level 7, I'd go straight there.
Absolutely. Nothing better you can hurt more, 100% reliably than I almost said Magistrate.
You can 100% guarantee I'm going to kill the Magistrate with Hurtmore.
Droll Magi, that's the word. Yes, thank you. Or no, Magiwyvern. Wow, I'm off.
I mean, still, yes.
Magidroll, that could be interesting. Would it be like the Droll or the Druin, but with the Droll eyes, maybe?
Check it making that with sprites. Also, we were talking about a Wizzy Droll in the race room.
That could be interesting. Anyway, Stags is picking up level 7 here with a ton of agility, a little bit of everything else. That's got to feel pretty good for walking around. 50 hit points is still a bit on the low side, but I don't know. It's not too long to 600 experience, and these fights are just getting easier. We're probably going to see him just sit here until 8, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, not that much. When you're fighting scorpions and skeletons, it doesn't take that long to get to 600.
Yeah, Skeleton's pretty good for this, unless they are a little evadey, but as long as you don't risk an attack and a bad thing, which with 45 defense, why would you?
Right, and with Heal More, you can fight a good few of them before you have to go back and heal. So while we were gone, Archfield got level 7 there.
And Stags is wandering out a little bit, seeing these enemies, probably thinking about it. I don't know, 45 AP, maybe you could do something against the Droll Magi, but you'd have to kind of keep a sleep on. What's its strength? Oh no, you don't have a defense broken, unfortunately. If you did, then I think that would be an open season.
Stag's definitely starting to wander around. It looks like Archfield is headed back from Mountain there again.
For those of us who are hoping to just watch everyone grind all the way to level 16 before going anywhere, sorry to disappoint.
Up 2 NG's done this race. I mean, what?
Ooh, Goldman does not fight the Goldman. That is so sad. But I don't know. He doesn't have hurt more, so it's not like he's missing out on too much.
No, and there's not really a whole lot you'd want to spend gold on. I mean, ooh, another town though.
Yeah, I don't think that's Hawksness, so it is Canton. That was a nice reaction to Cantlin, just like, nope, I don't have keys. But then he remembered he does have some money. That hand axe looks kind of appealing.
I didn't quite catch his gold amount, but I don't think he has enough for it yet. Well, certainly doesn't now. Oh wait, he got away.
Yeah, go back to where that gold man was. That would be great. Stone man isn't worth as much, unfortunately.
I'm very surprised he didn't sleep it there. And there goes his gold. Ooh, they have hurt more.
Ow. Well, Archfield is out and about and finds the same town. He does have hand axe money. So if he can make it the last few steps there, we might see 11 AP increase on his side.
That would be the best thing to do right now. Makes killing a lot of those starting enemies very easy. There's also a flame sword there and magic armor if a gold grind presents itself.
Yeah, making a little note for later. Also, not bothering to check the southern shop. Probably feeling with this kind of wooden start and not having any obvious access to gold that's not worth bothering with. Now, he sees a gold man, and he's swinging. There we go. He might turn this into at least a large shield. Ooh, weak breath is not quite as good, though, but he's swinging anyway?
Oh, didn't go for the heal more. I'm surprised. He will now. No! Okay, knew he had enough to kill it.
Scary and all the same. They do have some evasion. It is very low, but it can't happen. Nope, he's just moving on. He's not worried about that.
Ah, looking for another, perhaps.
Yeah, just probably... Nope, now he's running. No! But he sees Hawksness, so I don't know. I don't think he has any business there, but he might pop in to see what the zone is like. I don't remember what he saw last time. I think he just left right away, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Now, back to Mountain. You know what would be really useful in Mountain, though?
A hand axe?
Large shield.
Ah.
Sorry, I thought he was going to do it, and I'm so disappointed, and I can't get over it. So we do see Archfield continuing down, skips that first chest, he already knows what's there, nothing worth going after. And meanwhile, Stags is just getting level 8.
Archfield continuing to ignore that chest just north or south of the stairway, but gets a torch and a silver harp in the top.
Alright, and then meets our unfortunate friend, the Rogue Scorpion, whose breath is just a little too much.
Yeah, large shield wouldn't have helped there, unfortunately.
So we know Mountain Cave has 2 required items, however, neither of them are particularly helpful in this scenario yet. And we did see Stags at level 8 picked up another 8 strength. 20 hit points was the big thing, though. So now that's really comfortable walking around stats. You almost can withstand a DL2 breath, and 68 agility makes you a favorite to run from everything but our nasty Sharlock red friends.
Stags has now figured out that the goldmen are actually worth it, and may get a large shield out of this. Or a hand axe.
Going with the hurt strats. I also picked up hurt at level 8, so that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, now that the goldmen are worth 650 gold, it's definitely worth a grind sometimes.
See if he goes in immediately for the hand axe, comes back out and tries to get another one for the large shield. You just go out there and, you know, fight them until he gets 7,700 and then buy the magic armor too.
I mean, I've done it, but I've had hurt more doing it.
I'm not suggesting it. I would just personally enjoy it, I think.
I mean, this seed doesn't seem so bad. I think you don't need to, but I've certainly had seeds that you need it.
We'll see when he's done here, if he ends up going in the direction of Hawksness and Mountain Cave, or... I don't know if there was a path south through there, or not.
Not past Cantlin, no. I think it was a dead end. Archfield just managed to take down a Demon Knight for a good 90 experience. That's
a pretty intense fight at level 8. He does have heal more, but You know, I guess 70 hit points too makes it a little bit more acceptable.
Right, the only thing with the Demon Knight is the constant dodging, but he managed it. And I always found the Wraith instead, which is a much better mid-level enemy.
Yeah, Wraiths are basically like if you can't find a wolf in zone 1 or 2, you generally like to find Wraiths. They're kind of worse than wolves, I think, for the effort it takes, since they only give like a whopping 2 extra experience. But you'll take either.
Stags is doing hurt strats on a green dragon. I mean, I guess, yeah, just heal more here and go at it again.
He's got enough to withstand one of these, which makes a lot of sense. I'm a little surprised he might not go with sleep, because again, they do have that only 7 out of 16 resist. It seems like a lot, but if it lands and it sticks, it could be really useful.
Archfield goes, buys the large shield with 801 gold, tries the inn, and is 19 gold short.
Well, let's see. Is the green dragon... Oh, this is going to be the last one, I think. He might get another weak roll like he did there, but... Oh, and the hurt did not work. And green dragon has heal. That is not great.
That was mostly a waste of time.
Problem with enemy heal is that it's almost always going to out-proc the hurt. So I think he tried it and maybe hoped for a low swing and just didn't pan out.
Stags finds Hoxtonus, walks the inn, doesn't even get to the spike tile, finds an Axelate, and nopes out.
And going through Mountain in the Dark, we'll see if he finds anything, if he gets anything more interesting than what Archfield was able to find. Again, I think our first 3 chests were Stones, Harp, and what was it, Fairy Water?
Torch, I believe, or maybe Herb.
Some common thing that you can buy.
All those torches he bought, good for something now.
ArchfieldMonk also testing a green dragon and learning about the heal and just deciding to, after he ran away from it, just to jump in the swamp over there. Not giving the green dragon the confidence of beating him.
So chest number 4 in Mountain was actually a curse belt, so Archfield lost nothing by ignoring it.
There's that very important knowledge that cursed belts can give you, but that information tends to not always be useful.
Especially when you've already been to Cole. At the moment, the first curse belt means nothing, really. Good to know, though, for anyone playing their own seed, curse belt will replace one of the key items in a chest if that item is on one of our search tiles.
And we did see ArchfieldMonk just pick up level 9. I believe it was 6-3, 6-7. So another just smattering of stats. We're still missing the big spell, the one that we're probably really looking for. And otherwise, just I don't know. You don't feel super bad about this at level 9, but just every level has kind of felt a bit underwhelming.
Bruce asking if it's good to grab that first chest south in Mountain, even though it's a little backtracking for the final chest. I've seen players do it both ways. My reasoning behind grabbing that one first is it's closer, so you have a better chance of getting that chest before getting killed.
Yeah, if you want to get to 4 chests as quick as possible, you want to do the one in the bottom right first. But if you want to get to 3 chests as quick as possible, you go to the top left corner. I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. I did miss what the 5th chest was.
I don't think he's gotten there yet. Oh no, Beta's saying it was gold.
I saw him walking the other direction and was like, oh shoot. It looks like Stags likes this zone. Again, Spectres are pretty good to fight right now. So as long as he's hunting those, and maybe there was a Wraith in here, or maybe that was the other zone, I can't remember.
Nor can I right now. Hey, a knight. Not quite good enough for a knight yet.
Good Hurtmore zone. Unfortunately, we don't have Hurtmore.
A wolf here for Archfield is nice as well.
Yeah, wolves can be a little dodgy, but they're also defense broken and not really putting up much of a fight. An armored knight, however, is always scary.
Yeah, even at the end game. Unless it has something like stop spell and hurt.
Now, at 71 agility, he has something like a 38% chance to run every time he attempts to run, but we know how that tends to go. Hey, he gets away. Wraith Knight could be a very good enemy to fight here. It's not doing a ton of damage, although he is nearing the end of his resources.
Right, he should be able to get this one, but that'll probably be the only thing he gets. Needs another town pretty quick.
Yes, we've seen technically 3 towns, although one of them isn't much of a town, and so we're still missing what? Oh, there's one.
Will this be the one we're looking for, or Breckenary? Hey, the one we're looking for.
Nice. Unlike Breckenary, when you do the little U-turn here in Remolder, it's because you want something in the town. Because Breckenary, you might see a U-turn and then just not come back, but, well, I don't know. It'll probably stop at the end with these stats.
Definitely going to stop at the end. We're going to get all 6 keys here and use 2 of them immediately to see what's in the next, or in the chest south of the inn.
So Stags does get bounced out of Mountain Cave eventually. I think that one's to a Demon Knight, but yeah, well, he got pretty close. He might just chill out here until level 9, and because it's only about 100 experience away.
And we have, ooh, the armor in Rimmildar.
Whenever you find the armor anywhere outside of Sharlock, it is checkmark, great pickup, but that should just help with the survivability a lot. But right now, it's our strength, I think, that's really lagging and kind of blocking from truly being able to take on the seed.
Right, so now with Ardric's armor, of course, we have our passive healing, which is going to be great. It's going to save a lot of MP for Healmores. And it's going to defense break a lot of those enemies now, so we don't really have to worry about a whole lot.
Rimmeled armor, I like that. Thank you, Slimo.
Archfield didn't bother to check out the shop here. Has a large shield, has the hand axe. Will probably wait until he gets either Gold Grind or Ardric's sword before upgrading, really.
Yeah, he knows where a flame sword is. There's still 2 shops in Cantlin he didn't check, so he'd probably just think, if I want a silver, there's decent odds it's there. Kind of go with it. Meanwhile, Stags did pick up that level 9, probably about 4 minutes behind Archfield, though, to get that, so it's a little bit significant. And, hey, what's Archfield doing?
Ooh, checking Hoxton's to see what we've got here. We've got Healmore, we've got a lot of HP now, and we have a Fairy Flute, so this might not be too bad.
Yeah, 70 AP against an enemy with 60 defense. That means he's doing 10 to 20 a roll, I believe. He's going to have to nurse that flute a lot. He can still be hit for 42 damage, so one swing basically could put him into heal range. We'll see if he does it, or... Nope, yeah, he's going to preserve those resources and just count on that Fairy Flute to keep the Golem out of commission.
For sure. I think I saw Stags pick up a large shield there in Cole, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, his gold suddenly disappeared, so he certainly bought something. We can go with that. And, this is almost a fight where we're like, all right, ArchfieldMonk has started the fight with the Golem. We'll be back after these commercials and see if he's still in the fight with the Golem.
Right, I think we can run an extra long commercial break in this case, especially with all the waking up.
Yeah, it's not cooperating, and for just a second there I thought he might have mismenued the torch, which would be particularly painful.
For sure. You definitely want to heal more after every attack here, because it only takes 2 attacks to kill you.
honestly, this feels like we're joking about it being slow. This is probably the best grind you could possibly do at this level too, with a consistent enemy. Even though you're spending every last second doing just this, and you'd have to go to a town afterward.
Right, but at this experience I'm at right now, this will bring level 10. Maybe some hurt more?
I think he's over 100 damage now too, so I wouldn't say it can go down in any hit, but it's getting there.
Keeping up with the Fairy Flute. Actually, right now with 55 HP, probably doesn't have to heal more right away, so might get an extra attack here.
This is one of these times where I really like being an announcer because I can't hear the game music, so I don't have to hear the flute being blown constantly.
So before we check our search spot, we have level 10, which brings 4 power, 8 speed, 2 hit points, 30 magic, but no spells. And a token.
So that gives us all of the trade-in items for ArchfieldMonk. He still has to find the trade-in locations, but you know, all he really needs is the sword and a few more levels, and he's ready to beat this.
It's good to actually find all the items before you find the caves, because now as soon as you find them, you have what you need. Stags has just found Rimmildar, has keys, will get his armor shortly, we hope, and shouldn't be far behind in going after that golem.
You know, I call it the Rimmildar lottery because sometimes it just, well, most of the time it feels like you get nothing, but occasionally you win big, and that's what we got today.
For sure. Archfield going back in the mountain to get those few chests he missed, which are gold and curse belt.
So it'll be a bit of a disappointment, but he'll be happy to not have to worry about it again once he's done here. Assuming he does finish it off. He did not heal or anything, so it's a little interesting. Oh, but these 2 chests would enable a gold grind. That's all he needs.
Ooh, very nice. Yes. And he has the keys to get through everything in Tantagel.
Right, so yeah, with the gold grind, you only need 2 chests, or excuse me, the chest glitch. You only need 2 chests to possibly activate it. I think, yeah, he's going to go back and grab the other ones. I don't know if that was initially in his mind, but it is now. In a situation where you have no idea what to look for, getting all 5 chests here and basically means that anything in Tantagel will be glitched.
So unfortunately, he doesn't have anything to... any items to use to waste a turn, such as a... oh my god, Dragon Scale and Fighter's Ring. So we'll have to just basically hurt or attack to, you know, waste as much time and hopefully get the Magic Weapon to kill him.
He could throw a torch, and the harp, that's not fast, but...
Oh, the harp, yeah.
Magic Wyvern looks happy. While he's doing this, Stags is also making some noise over there, blowing the fairy flute on the golem. He's trying. He did not come in with full resources like Archfield did, so this is a little bit sketchier of a situation, but it looks like the golem is staying asleep a little bit better.
Ah, the flute luck may help him out here. So Archfield is now been killed, goes back, and we'll see if we can pick up a gold grind here. Curse belt number 2. Gold in this chest right here. Won't even bother to check the other ones. Just gold grind probably up to Flame Sword and Silver, maybe?
Yeah, that would be, what, 24-2?
Yeah, I think I usually go 25 just to be sure I've got enough.
Yeah, I can never, for the life of me, remember how much the Solar Shield is. It's 14-4 or 14-8. Stags gets through the golem fairly quickly and picks up his token, so he's basically in the same shape that Archfieldmonk is, short of whatever he's going to get out of this gold grind.
Stags, however, is 4 experience short of the level and runs from the magician.
Yeah, that's right after you do it. You're like, wait, why did I do that? But we get to see what these other chests are, which it's a bamboo pole. No, I didn't actually see what it was. Maybe, no, it wasn't a key. Maybe he wasn't sure what it was either and wants to double check this way. Ah, it's a torch. Well, maybe he just wants to get rid of the cursed belts.
Stags cannot be paying attention to his experience level because he's run from 3 or 4 magicians now.
And the torch that he found was an herb. So I'm decent enough. We've got gold in the center there. And Stag's finding... what was that for the coordinates?
Fight.
He found nothing. Well, you were going to check that at some point anyway. So what we've seen is now 2 cursed belt locations, 2 cursed belts, and the third one is nothing. So all of our overworld search spots have been confirmed.
So we're still missing a sword. That sword could either be in Sherlock, it could be in Garenham, could be in the Stones of Sunlight Cave, or it could be in Grave. I said Grave twice. Yeah, either way, we're going for Garenham next.
So again, we'll see what ArchfieldMonk's going to check under Tantagel here very quickly. And I don't know if it's Grave. Will he test it? Or, I don't know. I would get the first 3 and cast outside. You're reasonably survivable, and he just saved it, I suppose.
First 3, probably. I mean, we do have some leveling to go yet, so it wouldn't hurt to go down there. I mean, you've got Radiant, you've got Outside.
My personal vote is for Dragon Scale in the bottom of Tablet.
Ah, yes. Ooh, a Swamp South.
Not messing around, outside out, resets. He knows where he can spend that money at, so he's not going to waste time wandering around, potentially dying, but we'll see. Did Cole have anything interesting, or is it all about Cantlin?
I think he's going to have to go Cantlin. I believe Cole might have had Flame Sword. No, or that may have been in the first shop in Cantlin. Yeah, first shop in Cantlin.
Okay. Yeah, he couldn't remember. That's not surprising. It's not that long of a check, so you don't feel too bad about it.
I know that first shop didn't have the silver shield, but there were 2 more shops that never got checked by anyone, I don't believe.
Right, even when Stags went down to check for coordinates, he still didn't check it.
Yeah, and Stag's just dying to a Axelite on the overworld there. So Stag's now not having the gold grind active will know exactly what was in all these chests. Curse Belt, Torch, Herb, and this one was sold.
And ArchfieldMonk did take a bit of a risk to see if that silver shield would be here. It may not, but we still got 1 more to check.
Lots of gold available, so he'll top up on keys here.
There's always the possibility that he decides to go exploring and finds another town anyway.
I don't think anyone ever checked the shop in Rimmeldar either.
I think Stags did, but I don't remember seeing anything interesting there.
Oh, Beta saying Stags did, and it does have the silver.
Well, alrighty then.
So Stags has gone through Swamp North, or Swamp Cave, exited Swamp North, has decided to wander around, and so far has found the red slime in another cave. And Sherlock.
Pretty good exploration. Looks like it's probably a 2-continent seed, and that cave is Grave.
So we'll definitely see at least the top 3 here.
Yeah, if he sees the sword, he's done searching. Like, everything is now overworld search for trade-ins, and that's basically it. He could also, and speaking of that...
Well, no basement needed.
And he is outside, not worried about a silver shield, not gonna care about that. Another cave, There's still 4 possibilities, and it's the jerk. So
Not the one you wanted first, but it's still nice to know where it is.
yeah, I have to come back for that one. Put a little pin in it. And then, hey, it's right next to Sharlock, so you don't really need to do it till you're ready to beat the game.
Unless you want to get rid of some stuff for Fairy Water, but hey.
Yeah, well, we'll see where the stats go. Strength is probably the limiting factor right now, but it doesn't mean it's going to end up that way.
Hard to say who's in the lead right now. They're both at the same level. Stag seems to have a little bit more experience or exploration and has a sword. But Archfield has a silver shield, so
If Archfield happens to find the Harp Cave in the main continent before Stags does, that could be a little bit of an advantage to him. I think at this point, does it have to be behind Grinham? What else do we still have to find? Stone's Cave, Tablet?
Tablet and Stones, yeah.
So 1 and 3, but it looks like he's found another cave already, Stags has. If there's nothing else interesting on the main continent, it'll really be about when Archfield goes back through Swamp, which you think would be very, very quickly.
Now, Stags here immediately exiting out of the Stones Cave. There was a chest there. It may have been the Fighter's Ring, which could be useful, but not necessary.
Also could be the Death Necklace, which we don't know, yet if it would be useful.
But Stag's now finding the Harp Cave over here on the second continent.
And pointing out the difference there in some of the time, the fact that Archfield was a bit ahead in experience and all, but the Death Warp, all that stuff to get the money did cost a little bit of time. So it'll really come down to, is that silver going to matter when we go into Sharlock? Is that going to create a sizable difference that time loss will be made up? Normally, because he already got the Flame Sword, and we know that that's going to be replaced sooner than later, depending on how his exploration in Swamp Continent goes. But the big question would be, do we get the defense to where it repels, where it's useful? Because there's almost no chance that Stags is going to go for a Silver Shield now.
No, I highly doubt it. And right now, having 87 defense, you don't have to worry about getting attacked for more than 48 against Dragonlord. You will defense break most of the half the enemies in Sharlock, so might be an easier walk down.
And the exploration has been really going in favor of Stags right now, where ArchfieldMonk finds Brecconary, Stags finds Harp Cave. Which would you rather see?
Right, not Brecconary. So right now, Archfield really needs to find that mountain cave again, or the swamp cave, and go through it, see what's over there. But is probably going to explore the rest of this continent first.
And so we've seen every cave that will be in the overworld, I think, because have we seen this one already?
This is Swamp North, I think. And the only cave we're missing is Tablet, so that should be behind Garenham, which has nothing that we need except maybe a Fighter's Ring. Or Death Necklace.
Yeah, man, imagine, it's going to be a tough decision to dive Tablet in that scenario. I'm surprised that Stags didn't bother checking the cave and stones just because of the 2 possible items that could still be pretty useful, but and who knows, if there's something useful there and Archfield finds it later, that could be... Whoa!
Hello. Okay, now he really needs to go back to Swamp.
Yeah, those are some stats. 26, and I think Stags got it basically the same time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so level 11 is good. And at this point, now they're looking at what do I need to go.
Right now, a little bit of MP and not a whole lot of that.
That weird start, the seed is really just turning into a jet seed. Everything was right up front. Nothing has been too much of a challenge to get to. I think Archfield dodged that town, or was that Brecconary from before?
I believe that's Brecconary.
Okay, then that makes sense. But it looks like the second continent seems to be pretty strong, and it's just going to be the Stags figure out everything he needs over there. This green dragon, is that on the grind tile?
Yep.
Well, that's it. He's already got grinding going in his mind. He's not thinking about anything else. So even though Archfield's fighting some good enemies in the overworld, he's not going to be able to keep up on this experience.
Right now, the question is here, do you stay here and fight the green dragons, or do you go back and fight the golems?
I don't think we saw anything particular out of the golems. The fact that you're swinging on a green dragon doesn't feel terrible, to be honest. It would depend on...
He's already gotten a level, so I guess this is the place to stay.
Yeah, we're still in the realm where levels come fairly fast. Like, 12 to 13 is not even 10 green dragons.
Archfield either needs to die to something, so he gets teleported back to Tantagel because that's where Swamp was, or just get back for some other reason.
I would not be surprised. Oh, is he? I guess maybe he wants to grind a little bit. That's interesting. So. Maybe he's thinking I can just overlevel with the flame sword?
Possibly thinking the sword is in Sherlock.
He's still got quite a bit of exploration to do, so I don't know. Maybe he just wants to get it out of the way while he's here. Grab a level, maybe 2, on something that isn't a terrible grind, and, then let the golem kill him and then go through Swamp.
Could be. And this golem will bring him to level 12.
To kind of do some math at what level 12 looks like, at least in Stag's scenario, 128 AP is usually about 16 rounds that you would need. He has 11 heal mores, so you usually add 2 to that. So he's got a bit of a gap, but his hit points are also very close to doubles territory. That would favor ArchfieldMonk a little bit more than Stags, of course, but... that extra silver makes doubles slightly more likely, and it just makes the dive a lot easier, whether you're repelling people or not taking much damage from an ambush of a Star Wyvern or something.
Right, so Archfield here is not using the Fairy Flute, it's just attacking and heal mooring. Looks like Stags will probably get to level 13 a little bit faster, but not by a whole lot.
The one concern here might be that ArchfieldMonk winds up over-leveling doing this.
It is a possibility, and Stags, even though the experience is very close, Stags is still in the lead because he has that sword and he knows where Sherlock is. And the drop, for that matter.
So level 13, is this our go level? 4 strength, 1 agility, 1 hit point, and hurt more. That is really close.
I don't see Stags using hurt more here. Oh, an excellent monk will move will work just as well.
Yeah, at some point I'm not sure if you're doing that on purpose or not.
Purpose at the moment, yes, but that may change.
So 13, I think you could try this, but I don't know. He's just taking the death here, so maybe, or maybe he just thought he was guaranteed to hit it and didn't.
So Archfield is in the right spot now, but he still has a bit of wandering to do to find the 3 or 2 caves, sorry. No, 3, he wants the sword, right.
Right, but he should be able to get plenty of experience walking around. We saw enough enemies out here, even with 89 well, actually with 89 defense it might be kind of hard. Some of those enemies were green dragons, and he's not going to see those with that stats, with Repel up.
I believe the next 2 caves are just north. Archfield should find them pretty quick now.
Yeah, Grave is like, oh hey, you were just there, weren't you?
Oh no! No, come on, Archfield, go back in. Yes, there we go.
That would be a massive feels bad moment if he skipped the first 3 in Grave. I don't know if I could skip the first 3 in Grave, on any scenario. Like, it would literally have to be nothing possible of interest. But there, he's got his sword, and now he's got to feel like, oh, shoot, this is really close to go level. Yeah, he doesn't even check the other one, so don't care about the fighter's ring, don't care about the death necklace.
Again, a little bit of an error, I think. Not a big issue, but Tilo also pointing out that Stags picked up a set of wings. They don't have return yet.
Smart. And he is heading through Swamp. This could be a dive. Heck, he's got the stats. You could even see a level along the way, but no, he's going in. Meanwhile, Archfield is going to check this chest.
Only a fairy water, okay.
Yes, 13 is a borderline go level. Again, 132 AP, you're looking at about 14 rounds on average. He has 11 heal mores, so you're probably needing 1 double. Does forget to get the rainbow drop, but unfortunately it's not much of a mistake.
But that is because he just passed right by it.
Alright, he forgot which one was which.
He should go straight back for it now. There we go.
So Archfield just turned in the staff. Now we have that what are you doing scenario where I guess he still needs a little bit more experience. So he still needs to get the 13. He did see a town, walked away from it. And I don't know, maybe he drops the drop and maybe he's just looking for something to fight. Maybe he's going back to Swamp Cave.
Could be. We see red dragons on the first floor. Now that may have been Garanham, which would have been a good spot to pick up more herbs. And, well, heal up as well.
But Stags is now on the grind in earnest. Big question, we'll see if Archfield decides to go on 13 or if he sits up for 14. Green Dragon grind is probably going to go pretty fast, and it's not a ton of experience to 14. Meanwhile, we do see Stags getting a little bit of an unfortunate time with the Stone Man, but does get away.
Ooh, Armored Knight's up here as well.
Does have 84 agility. He's almost 50% run from an Armored Knight. Again, we do know what Charlock likes to think of those run odds, but... And red dragons. That is not the thing you wanted to see. You don't have any resources to spare here. Meanwhile, Archfield is looking like he's going, so we'll see. He's probably going to wind up at Charlock's door here in just a couple minutes.
Going out of Swamp South, though.
Well, I think he thinks Tantagel is the quickest place to recover before going down there, and I think he's right.
Probably was. I would assume that town we missed was Garanham, and it was a little bit of a walk north, so this may have been faster.
On the stairway to get out of this somewhat difficult first zone and runs into an Armored Knight. Still not able to get away. He's used a couple of herbs, hasn't lost any magic yet. Oh, now he might. Nope, gets away into Zone 2. Perhaps Zone 2 will be a little bit nicer to him.
Doesn't have any herbs for the final floor, or one left, so... hard to say. Could pick up herbs in the treasury, though.
Alright, first floor, second floor of Zone 2, no problem. Sometimes it be that way, though. Zone 2 you can sometimes get through without realizing that there was anything there.
Oh no, they're still here.
Almost got through the entire zone without seeing them. Just got about 10 steps to go. Well, Hurtmore, you're not really sad to see that on a red dragon, but oh, he's in the death range, and he's still on. What's he gonna do?
And he gets away. And Herb is not really going to do it here. Gonna waste a heal.
Well, he did have that 3 MP to spare, but another red dragon. This is a tightrope, and he is hoping for perfect run luck from these red dragons, and he's not getting it.
Casting the Hurtmore is what you want to see. But this is enough to do it.
And now, as we see Archfield go in, what is Stags going to do instead? Is he going to try to grind another level? That green dragon is just right there.
Yep, you've got to pass right by it. Now Archfield got in and had some bad luck with an Armor Knight to start. And now has a red dragon, so... Oh, gonna fight through the red dragon.
I think he was hoping for them to have a spell, but that might not have been the spell he was hoping for. We'll see. I think he'll be able to get through this without needing to heal, but it's going to be real tight.
I'm not sure if Archfield had maximum herbs or not. He may have picked them up in his grind earlier. Seems like he did. Brian pointing out, Arch is leveling, may get return at level 14, and you may get a bunch more HP or attack power.
True. Did we see wings in ArchfieldMonk's inventory just now?
I didn't pay attention.
And Stone Man, however, giving him the business, unfortunately, isn't able to do much with that. That is an option, though, mentioned in chat. Mentioned by you. He could possibly get 14, and that might give stats that make losing a Healmore or two okay. The problem would be, I kind of feel like the most likely stat you're going to get out of a level right now is Magic.
Right, and Magic doesn't help when you can't replenish it down here.
So he's nearly out of Zone 1, finds another red dragon, gets the Hurtmore ambush, see if he swings through it or no. He's running. He knows that he's already lost a little more than what he can spare this far in.
Apparently we don't have the wings in Archfield's inventory, so he will have to walk back.
Well, the good news is, it's a bit of a pain. I don't think there's good news. It's not the worst walk, but it's probably about a minute. I guess the good news is if this dive works, it's not likely that Stags gets to him before it's over, but just because of the distance they already have.
Right, you never know. Could be a possibility. It all depends on rolls and luck and everything else. But at the moment, Archfield is definitely in the lead.
And he could be very aware of this and already done the mental calculation and decided that, how long does it take me to walk into coal all the way around, even using the key, which he couldn't have spared, actually, because he needed to use one to go through, and that was his last key. All of those things to possibly weight against how long it would take for him to just walk back.
Now, Stags is in Swamp Cave and is going for 14. And Archfield is within sight of the Dragon Lord.
Zone 3 has not been terrible so far, and he's checking the treasury. I think he wants, I don't know, Fighter's Ring actually kind of saves around at this point, I think. So maybe that's what he's hoping for. Maybe he's hoping for more herbs. As long as this zone isn't scary, this isn't terrible.
Could also use a Dragon Scale. He hasn't picked one up, so that's an extra 2 defense. Not a big deal, but certainly a help.
It doesn't actually reduce the range, but I think it alters the calculation so that the low rolls are slightly more likely.
Gonna use that last herb, hoping for more here. And there's our Death Necklace.
Alright, got his key back. Found another key. Thanks for keeping all the keys, Dragon Lord.
There's a set of wings, that's nice.
That's actually an extremely good pickup. I don't know if he realizes it yet or not, but hey, that's not going to be sad about that.
So all our herbs must have been in grave. Or Garenham could have been there as well.
And now he just has to contend with his Armor Knight, trying to run. Again, the odds are almost 50%, so every time this fails, you're just like, come on, game.
Has to burn the heal more here. Can't chance it, but he's so close.
While that's happening, Stags does pick up level 14 and gets the 8 hit points, 11 MP. That's an extra heal more. That might be enough. It looks like that's enough for him to go. Excuse me, 2 heal mores. Yeah, that puts him +1 going in without doubles. That doesn't feel bad at all. He's swinging on this knight. I don't know. He might be trying to just die, or maybe he just is aggravated and doesn't care.
Probably faster to die now and get worked back automatically. Oh no! Sleep on the werewolf. And deal 2. Oh.
Heck of a time to learn about that. Archfield's in this scenario. He has no resources to heal whatsoever. He's going to have to, I don't know. We might see what's on this tile here, and he might choose to just grind it instead. Yeah, he's throwing out another heal more. I don't know. This is now... He'd have to hope for 3 doubles or really high rolls.
I mean, there was really no choice there. He had to do it.
He is defense breaking this green dragon. That... he might grind it to 14. I don't think it's going to be enough to help him, though. But you're not sad about the effort.
I mean, technically that's what Stags did a few minutes ago, so it's not really going to hurt, especially them being defense broken.
Heck, he might go to 15, considering the hole he's already in. And, what else is he going to do but grind, I guess. If he realizes where he is in the race, that might be the right call. Of course, how would he realize where he is in the race, I suppose?
So everyone pointing out in chat here that 14 only really gave MP, it didn't give a whole lot of HP. It's not, or attack at all, it didn't give any attack, so not really the level you need, but maybe when Archfield sees that, he'll just go anyway, just because of time.
He could try like a Desperation Death Necklace play, but that would be a huge, like, if that fails, the seed is... You'd have to walk to Breckenary, which he can get to, thankfully. It is on the first continent. But he wouldn't be able to get all the way through here until he got it removed.
Wouldn't really need to go to Breck, though, because Cole's pretty close. You could heal up there. Maybe you don't need to take it off?
No, because the Swamp Cave is required, and it's underneath 10.
Oh, right. Yeah, so definitely an all or nothing.
And he's going to lose at least 1 more heal more. It's just the way this is going. Green Dragon can still hit you kind of hard, even when its defense broken. So the 2 steps of heal walking he's getting isn't enough to compensate for it.
So here's our level. 1 agility, 8 hit points, and 11 magic.
Yeah, he's checking that, and we're talking about Death Necklace. This is still bad Death Necklace territory. I don't have the math in front of me, but I'm guessing this is like 94 max hit points after equipping it. But now he's going in. He's gonna use a heal more. That makes me think he's definitely gonna try that Death Necklace. I don't know. He's thinking about it.
This game is for the best of 3, so yep, gonna take that chance. Gets a lucky stop spell to start.
This is a gigantic gamble, but what else are you going to do? The way Stag's dive is going, this looks really good on his part, so if this doesn't work, I don't think he'd have a chance to get back anyway.
Let's hope for no back attack here. Perfect.
He's rolling 10 to 21, so that was basically about a min roll, and I think he needs to roll above average to get this anyway.
That's 27, I believe. $44. 55.
Another terrible roll. They are just not going in his favor at all. It's the problem with high AP. Sometimes you have to rely on high rolls and you don't get them.
Has to gamble in the 47, and it works. That should bring him up to 60, 72? 73?
I had 72, and that makes 83.
Nice attack there from the Dragon Lord. Oh, a max roll.
103. Finally seeing a little bit of love there, but I don't know. It's still possible, but it's so tight. 116. He's going to need basically 2 max rolls to get into that range.
That should be 130.
And a min roll, 140, and that's unfortunately probably it. He's going to have to take a bit of an effort to get back here. Meanwhile, Stags is now on the Dragon Lord himself.
Stags has a pretty good chance here to take this right now.
Lost no resources on the way in. He is a definite favorite. I've already lost track of the count for Stags, unfortunately, but he swings on 50 with 82. I guess he was safe. That's a 49, so he knew his numbers.
So Archfield having to head back to Breckenary here, take off that Death Necklace. Won't have it for the second chance, but probably won't get the second chance anyway.
Right, Stags wisely healing on 49, knows that he would be in danger there, not taking the risk. Another 14. He is rolling, I believe it's 8 to 16 on his rolls. 132 AP seems to be like our most common attack power when it comes to Dragon Lord fights.
And here we have Breckenary.
Again, healing up. Let's see, what do we have here? Another 11. Anything in double digits right now you're fairly happy with if you're Stags. Again, with the advantage. I think he was +1 heal more, not counting doubles. I don't know if we've seen a double yet, though.
Archfield gonna go grab some herbs here from Cole.
And Stags has done it. Has finished with the Dragon Lord, defeated him, and will be throwing the wings up and coming in with the victory here in just a moment. In fact, we think Archfield may have already seen that. Well, I guess he's got somebody in his way. He can't really do much. That's just the icing on the cake for this for him, unfortunately. But there we are. Stags finishing with a final time of 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 39 seconds.
Stags will be in for an interview shortly. Archfield knows of the win, has not forfeit yet. Just waiting for this one NPC. I mean, RYH is all you can say here.
Yeah, maybe... What? I don't know. Do you just, like, leave and come back, but he used the key?
Maybe so here. I think Archfield's just staying here out of spite now. GG, Stags.
Whew, thank you.
That was a close race all around, honestly.
You know, I was never comfortable. I never am in these, but especially given the competition. I'm amazed.
So you got through down to Sherlock first, or so far down. Ended up dying. Archfield came in right behind you. He was a little late getting the armor. Made it all the way down, but had to burn some heal mores, and had to chance the death necklace, and just couldn't do it.
I never found the death necklace.
It was in Sherlock.
I mean, at that point, when I finally got to the bottom floor, I didn't try.
I think Archfield went in looking for some herbs as well, and maybe the fighter's ring.
Yeah, on the first dive, when I went to Cole to get the wings, I forgot to check to see that I was full of herbs, and I saw I only had 4, and I thought I'm not going back in. And then I needed them.
Yeah, and there was 1 herb in the treasury that Archfield did need. Unfortunately, had to blow it on just a regular enemy a few steps later.
That's crazy. Oh, man.
The funny part was, Archfield went to Cole to get herbs that time after you finished, and waited for about a minute, if not a little bit more, for the NPC to get out of the way.
Oh, that's rough.
So GG, Stags.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm still in disbelief.
Absolutely. So, it's a long time ago. These seeds go by quickly, I think, nowadays, but it's still, it was only an hour ago that I think you guys were all struggling at the beginning of the game. Was there anything that, any decisions that you want to kind of walk through on how you handled the start?
I saw the town there at first, and I didn't quite have enough for the large shield, so I just got the chainmail. Probably should have got the club. And then I went down and saw a little bit of a zone there of Magidrakies and scorpions and skeletons, and I decided, be diligent, just stay, grind.
And truthfully, you jumped out. You were leading the experience charge for a while there. It kind of flipped back and forth. I think by the time you hit that green dragon towards the end, you were just slightly behind when that happened, but then never really looked back after that. Was there any other interesting part at the beginning of the game with the overworld didn't seem to be too scary, was it?
No, I don't think I ever saw sleep from any enemy. I saw DL2 breath from scorpions and rogue scorpions, and I think that was it. It turned into kind of a just crit, but that was really, really it.
It's actually how Archfield started the game, coming out and crit a slime.
Oh, that's awesome.
And our tracker beta strip did throw up on the screen there. The werewolf was the one enemy we saw with sleep, which you missed, but that was just a matter of chance. I think the only one we saw was in the basement of Sherlock, and it had 25% sleep, 25% DL2 breath. But yeah, it's not the sort of thing you want to see down there, but that's not, it was pretty tame, I think, overall. And then, was there any, I think one of the big turning points in this race actually was your decision to go through Swamp. I think Archfield ended up doing a gold grind for the silver and flame, but then you went through Swamp and found Erdrick's sword pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, going down to the left, out of Swamp, I got the top of the grave, and that's when I saw the sword, and I thought, I don't think I actually need anything else, and I took the next 2 chests anyway, just out of habit while I was kind of processing that, and then I realized I really don't. So I got out of there, and then the next cave was the jerk, so I thought, okay, I just have to find the staff cave, and then it's grind and go.
So at 13, we were kind of thinking, okay, the fighter's ring would give you 130 AP exactly, and then you passed over the Stones Cave, and we were all kind of hoping the fighter's ring was going to be in there, but it wasn't. It was some fairy water.
I wasn't even thinking about the fighter's ring at that point, and I totally should have. I was just thinking, I don't need anything, just go.
Yeah, and ultimately, nothing there mattered anyway, so it was ultimately a safe, a time save. And we always get in decisions like that where you might hear some of us saying on comms one thing or another, but it's always just, odds plays. And ultimately what happens is, the smart decision is whatever it turns out to be. So you saved a few seconds there, which was good. Now, that first dive, you were seeing all sorts of reds. What was in your head?
I was thinking, well, maybe I should have stayed on those greens. And then I was thinking, Beta's probably in chat talking about how amazing my luck is at running from these. And then it wouldn't let me go.
Any thoughts of entertaining the golem for leveling?
Not when I was diving. There was a passing thought of do I just try to kill these? But I thought, that probably would end up too resource intensive, and if I really wanted to grind another level, those green dragons were just so free.
So at one point you were actually both grinding, Archfield on the golem and you on the green dragons. He caught up to you very, very fast, but you still hit level 13, I think, before he did, and because of that first dive.
On the big grind, the first grind, I definitely thought about going over to Hawks for the golems. But it just seemed like too far of a walk, especially how good the green dragons were.
Right, and the green dragons were fairly easy to get this time. You both went back for level 14 in the same spot, going after those greens.
Meanwhile,
the one thing in particular that I was patting myself on the back for was remembering to get wings before the dive.
Yes. Yep. Now, if need be, there were a set of wings in Sherlock, but yes, you had them, and Archfield didn't, so that was a very good play.
Yes, Archfield found the wings in Sherlock, then went back to Cole and bought wings anyway. I don't know if it registered at the time.
No, he had to use them to do something. I don't remember.
Oh, he used them to work back after he got through Breckenridge. That's right.
There we go, yeah.
So, I never found Garenham or Breck.
Breckenary was on the first continent, a little past, I'm going to say Cantlin. And Garenham, I believe, was on second continent, just north of the trading cave.
We never saw what was in Garenham, though, because ArchfieldMonk saw it, walked towards it, changed his mind, because he had just found, the sword and all that, and decided, it was time to go. And there we are, ArchfieldMonk coming in with a final time of 1 hour and 22 minutes. GG to him. Yeah, this was I think overall was just a really interesting race. I didn't feel like there was any, sometimes as a commentator and sometimes as chat, you think oh, should I have done that? I felt like both of you played very good races, but ultimately I think your exploration was better timed and a little bit more thorough, and it really just kind of helped you to prevail there.
The other one that I'm curious about the playback on this. I mean, I always am. But at the very beginning, when I got into coal, I after I had leveled up with the fairy water, went back in to heal up, and I went around and got torches for the fights.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I want to spoil it for you, but Archfield did not do that, and I think that kind of helped you a little bit to get that early advantage. I don't know. I liked it. I was like, yeah, because it's this, or you spend 9 rounds fighting a match Drakey.
And this one seemed very, very linear. You go one place, and then you work your way back with the keys, and then go get stuff. And it didn't seem like there was a ton of backtracking and deeper second dives or whatever.
Right. The big point of the big split on the map was actually the swamp cave. That going into that or not, and that was kind of the only really the thick one, because I think on his first walkthrough, Archfield found Hawksness but missed Cantlin, but I don't think he really had the resources to do much in Cantlin anyway, so it didn't ultimately matter too much. But then I think when he went back through to try to, because he died in Mountain Cave after one chest, and I think he wanted to go back to that and just happened to come across Cantlin that time.
And I also really liked that golems, once asleep, just kind of stayed asleep. That first one in Hawks was just beautiful.
So for you, it did. For Archfield, it didn't. He had to burn every bit of resources to get that token.
Oh, man.
Now, again, afterwards, he went back and was just, attacking him, not even bothering with the flute, but you were on the green dragons at the same time.
And we have received confirmation from ArchfieldMonk he is passing on the interview, so which understandable considering everything that happened there towards the end. Stag, so any last thoughts about this race in particular?
And how about your next opponent?
Oh, sorry, I got to push to talk, huh? No real thoughts. I'm still just kind of amazed. Thanks for coming up and doing comms on a matinee, and beta tracking and Math Girl for the restream. Thank you.
Oh, you might have missed what Cyberdark there said. Any thoughts about your next opponent?
I'm going to celebrate today, and then I'll take a look at the brackets, and I didn't actually expect to end up getting to face Angel, so I'm just going to enjoy this day for what it is.
Very good. Well, GG again, and good luck against Angel whenever you guys decide to schedule.
Thank you so much. And GG's, Arch.
So, even though we've ended this race now, we also have 2 more races tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have Game 1 of Ness Cardinality versus Tristal MTG. Another first-round match. It's going to be really good. And then at 11:30 Eastern, we have Big Slamu versus Guelph 35, Game number 2. Could decide, could not. It might be Game 3. Ness Card versus Tristal will be on RPG Limit Break, again, 8 p.m. Eastern. And Slamu versus Guelph will be here on DW Randomizer, again, 11:30 Eastern.
Should be an exciting set of races.
Agreed, I'm looking forward to them. Okay, so again, we'll have those races tonight. Please join in, watch them. It's going to be some fun. There we go. And I guess that's it for us tonight.
Absolutely. It's been my pleasure to work with everyone here today and to help present this race for you. Do you want to take us out, CyberDark?
Now you go for it.
All right. So on behalf of my co-commentator, CyberDark86, our restreamer, Math Girl, and our tracker, Betastrep, and with big thanks to our runners today, Stags28 and ArchfieldMonk, I'm Aaron to you too. And we'll see you again tonight at 8 o'clock for our next race over an RPG Limit Break. Thank you.